Hey kids, Grandpa here. We've got some interesting stuff to announce on the channel today. First of all, it is warmed up now to -2 outside, but it was -4 this morning. On my phone that looks like a 5, but no, it's -2 this morning and it was at -4. Fun with thermometers. So here's the deal. I've decided to finally leave Alaska. I think we are there, or we're really close. Through the generosity of my contributors, I've got about $1,000, maybe a little more, put together between the generosity of the good folks, my AdSense earnings, some stuff I've sold at auction, and one gun left that I'm going to take down to a guy and sell to him. I think I'm about $1,100, $1,200. But with that said, I'm still a little short for what I need to do. So here's the here's the new and revised plan. I'm going to drive down to a number of places. I have a fella down in New York. Well, he's not in New York, but there's a boat in New York about 50 miles north of New York City that this fella said that, hey, if I could come up with $5,000 for the down payment, he would loan me the rest and I'd have to make payments to him, a boat loan, normal financing thing. So that's a really good option for me and something I'd really like to do. It's a nice bendy tow, 41, so it should be an awesome boat. There's another boat, albeit much smaller, in the Carolinas that a fella there trying to sell it has also said $5,000 down, he would hold a note for the balance and I can get him paid off. So there's a good second option. And aside from those two guys, there's a whole slew of other boats for sale on the market in and along the East Coast going down to Florida. I am sure I will find something suitable for what it is I'm trying to do. In fact, I wouldn't even be opposed to looking at something on the West Coast, but I have to assume the worst, that I'm going to have to drive all the way down to Florida. This time of year with -4 temperatures at night, it's not going to be safe for me to sleep in my truck at night. I could freeze to death while sleeping in the truck. So it's just too cold. It's a life-threatening, life safety issue. So I'm going to have to spend some money for some motels, more than I expected. So that's going to raise my cost up, especially up here in Alaska and driving across the Yukon and northern British Columbia. It's pretty chilly up there. Maybe once I get down to Montana, where it only gets down to 30 or so, that would be a little bit safer. So music in the background, I'm listening to my friend Carleen Walters sing. I don't know if you guys know Carl and Jenny's Goes Sailing's channel, but their daughter Carleen does these little music videos. So there's Carleen singing one of her songs. I like listening to her. She's got a pretty voice. Anyhow, so we're right on the verge, okay? And I'm talking like next week on the verge of getting out of Alaska. I got just a couple more days of cleaning up here I want to do before I feel comfortable leaving. I do have some folks that have expressed some interest in the property. Nothing concrete, but maybe getting closer. But I could certainly deal with the sale of the property remotely. I don't have to be here. It's basically vacant land. I don't have to be here to show it to people. I can explain it to them over the phone and let them look at it themselves. So I can still sell my property without being here. But it's time to get the show on the road, okay? Enough nonsense and drama and problems. It's really time to get the show on the road, and that's what I'm doing. So I came across a couple ideas, and actually one of my subscribers kind of gave me this idea. A lot of you guys have expressed interest in spending some time out on the boat, okay? Coming on board, let's do some fishing, let's do some scuba diving, let's do some snorkeling. If you're not into all that, let's sit in the cockpit and drink a beer and hang out and enjoy the beautiful, warm, sunny, tropical weather. So here's the offer that I'm going to be making. Any boat I buy, I'm still going to have room for at least 2 people on the boat with me. So I am going to say this. Anybody that gets onto my GoFundMe, my PayPal, my Patreon, well, not Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, or through a Super Chat. Preferably PayPal or GoFundMe because they're more efficient and cost less to get the money transferred to me. If you jump on those and you can do $500, that gets you 1 week on the boat with me, all expenses paid. That $500 that you donate now Basically buys you a week out on the boat with Grandpa. Meals, drinks, everything, all inclusive. You just got to get yourself to wherever the boat is. And $750 for a couple. So $500 for an individual, $750 for a couple. Guys, you can't go on a cruise in the Caribbean for 3 days for $750, let alone have some good quality private time on a sailboat where we can just go wherever we want to go and have a ball doing it. So I'm gonna throw that out there. If you can do $500 as a donation to get me where I need to be, I'm like $1,700 short right now in order to be able to leave Alaska. I got a little bit more than $1,000. I'm gonna have to spend a bit more on motels, so I'm about $1,700 short for me to feel comfortable, be able to have the funds I need to be able to get out of here, you know. So that's the deal. You want to jump in? You want an opportunity to come on board? You know, I know other channels are saying $125 or $150 a person to come on board, and then you still have to pay your bar bill. I'm saying, you know, if you can help out and do $500 and you've got a week, all expenses paid out on the boat with me, and $750 for a couple. So I think that's fair. I think that way I'm earning my income as opposed to, you know, just e-begging, which, you know, for whatever reason. So there's an option. I think that's an exciting option for people to take advantage of. If you can't do $500 or $750, and you want to be able to do less, then I think I could probably work out something like less, like, you know, maybe $200 for a weekend on the boat. If you wanted to do just $200. If you want to just come down and do 1 day out on the boat, we could do that for $100. Although your cost of coming and going probably wouldn't be too practical to do that. But hey, if you and your wife want to have an absolute awesome, fun time down in the Caribbean with me and Lily, out on the boat, fishing, scuba diving, sailing, snorkeling, lobstering, just having a ball, then jump on board and help out, and we will have you down. In addition to that, I'm going to start drawing from my Patreon folks. For every $1 that someone donates to Patreon is going to get them 1 entry. So if you're a $1 a video person, you'll get 1. If you're a $10 per video person, you'll get 10 names in the kitty. We're going to put all the names in a pot. We'll draw one out, and that person will be able to come down and have an all-expense-paid week with Grandpa. And I think I'm going to do those every other month. I don't think I'm going to do those every month, but every other month we're going to draw a name. So 6 guys a year are going to have an all-expense, and that'll be for a couple. That'll be for the husband and wife. You'll be able to come down, spend the whole time, but you've got to be a member of Patreon in order to take advantage of that. So couple really exciting things. One, the Patreon opportunity to come on board and crew, and the other thing is you know, try to help out now, and you can get an opportunity to come on board and have a great vacation with Grandpa. The most exciting news is I'm getting the hell out of Alaska and going to start going out and buying a boat now. I'm done. I'm fed up. I'm done with all the drama and nonsense. We're going. So please jump on, help out, and let's see what we can do, okay? You guys take care of yourself. Be good to each other, and let's go sailing. Cool. Bye.